Hey and welcome folks, it's Mark Rolton and I'm bringing to you a property that I bought 3 days ago. I got a telephone call from an agent and he obviously had a seller that was desperate to get rid of the property. Now, I had this conversation with many agents. I work with them to build my own portfolio on that of Massland, obviously. But here's a property right behind me that's in an area right now. It's about 350 metres away from the ocean. Their properties all around here are about 485 grand to about 640,000. So he came to me and said, listen, the guy needs money immediately. He's got bills apparently a mountain high and he needs to sell it fast. I said, yeah, okay, no problem. So we struck a deal. I said, well, what do you think it's worth? He said, Mark, all day long, this property's worth 485, probably 495,000. 3 bedrooms up, 1 bedroom down, 2 kitchens. So I'm immediately thinking of a dual occupancy, 2 rental incomes on 500 odd square metres of land. I thought, well, it's only a couple hundred metres away from the beach. It's got to be a pretty good deal. But here's the secret, folks. In this current market, I don't want to pay retail. You probably understand right now that the market's not brilliant, but there are opportunities everywhere. This is where the moguls make their money. Folks, it's time to snap into gear and get on with the program. I said to the agent, listen, I'm going to offer him 330,000. The agent almost had a cardiac arrest. The guy nearly collapsed on the ground. He said, you can't be serious. I said, mate, I'm as serious as standing here. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think he'll accept that. I said, well, by law, you've got to present it. See what he says. He comes back to me an hour and a half later. I met him on site. I signed a contract on the bonnet of his car. He came back to me an hour and a half later. He said, listen, he's not going to accept it, but he has signed off at 360. I said, well, that's nowhere near where I'm thinking. You told me he wants to sell it fast. Now, remember too, folks, that if people need money, well, you and I can cater for that, right? So I said to him, listen, I will pay $336,000 and not a single dollar more. Like, get clear on this, Michael. I'm not going to pay anything more. I'm out, checking out. He said, okay, if you can countersign that for me, I will present it to him again this afternoon. So I did, $336,000. Michael rings me again about an hour later and says, you won't believe this. The guy has signed off at $336,000. Now, folks, do some rough maths with me. 336,000, let's call it 485,000 to be conservative. There's about $151,000 worth of margin in there. It gets better. I'm going to put in another bedroom downstairs, so I've got a 3-bedroom house upstairs, 2 bedrooms downstairs. I get $250 a week in rent according to the agent, and I'll get minimum $360, probably $380 a week in rent for the property upstairs because it's only 350 odd metres from the ocean. That's a $630 a rental appraisal per week on a property that cost me about $360,000 with stamp duty and a basic reno. Folks, that's about 9.08% yield. These deals are everywhere. You can sit there and say, well, geez, that makes sense, but you know, you must be really lucky. Folks, you create your own luck. Let's make it happen. These deals are everywhere. And the trouble I'm having today is keeping up with the volume. You know, we're buying property all the time. Folks, this is the way to make coin. The market today is 485, 495, 336, that's a great deal. Does property go up? Absolutely it goes up. Every single year. We know it increases over time. But here's the key. You've got to be in the game. Let's get off the couch. Let's make some coin together. And I look forward to hearing your success stories soon. Mark Rolton signing off. Bye for now.